50 plus years later, here it is. What do you think?
Oh, it's incredible.
Amazing.
It sort of takes my breath away.
Yeah.
I was saying that to the boys that they could have just had the top of my head coming out here and a little pair of feet.
Yeah, I would say it's our whole life in a box, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not a lifer, but I'm 30 plus years in, and looking in here, I mean, I've got the legal stuff, and I've got the catalogue back, but this thing of yours, Phil, acetate, the IBC acetate, but this thing of yours, where is it?
You can use your little string.
Oh, I use my string. I mean, I can't believe that somebody is going to get the original of that.
Lucky. And
I think
done by a local boy.
Done by a very local.
If someone buys all of them, they'll be guaranteed to get the original.
They will, yes. So
how?
Anything? What do you think for you? What jumps out of this as being the most interesting or the most special thing about the presentation?
Well, the amazing thing is the book. I mean, I'm just absolutely bowled over.
And the cover. I mean, that whole presentation.
The cover looks great. And the cover of the book is just.
Yeah, that's super. Just because it's you and Phil.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Well,
so this is you know this is.
But inside the book, we've got all these rarities. I mean, I guess Mike Stacks and me and Bryce, the French guy who's got so much stuff. We managed to get so many things that you probably didn't even remember you did.
Bryce has sent me stuff in the past, and I've just gone.
I mean, the two.
How did someone?
How does he get? Because he's a young guy.
Yeah.
So looking at the rarities, there's two discs. The first disc is it's the early period, and the second disc is really weird and wonderful. But there's a lot of this BBC stuff in the first part of the first disc. Don't Bring Me Down, Mama Keep Your Big Mouth Shut, Johnny Be Good. Do you remember doing those? I mean, they go back 64,
I remember
65.
Doing the BBC stuff. I don't remember don't remember doing Johnny Be Good.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
In black and white.
But it was in our repertoire at art school.
Yeah, but
when we did the art school dances.
I can't remember ever.
I mean, if you remember, we played 5 hours at the Royal Academy until I actually was coughing up blood at the end.
How did you remember all the words?
Oh God! I mean, I think I probably remember them better then when I was 18 than I do now. I have momentary lapses of them.
There's some good sort of swinging 60s London emotions demos moving on into SF.
Somebody asked me, are we letting them hear them without the overdubs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
somebody said
that's what the demos are, isn't it?
No, but what I meant was somebody said, that there obviously is a charm about and they know that I don't like a lot of what Reg Tilsley did. And they said, well, is there a way of hearing them without? And I said, I thought there was.
Yeah, they're on there.
Oh, good. Well, that's kind of a useful bit of stuff.
And we got, on the acetate, we got the original cut of Defecting Grey, the IBC.
Yeah.
The one that was
with the drop guitar.
Long, with the drop guitar, yeah. And then you've got on the new album we've got Renaissance Fair, the Birds thing, and there's a version of Why from Hyde Park.
Oh, right,
68.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a free gig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We used to open with Why.
Yeah, I mean,
our opener.
Some of that bird stuff is great in Pretty Things World, and there's a bit of it in here.
Yeah, well, it's good because
you can just
go off onto completely.
We had the harmonies with John Wally and I, and it was just a bit rougher, and it's sort of a bit more.
Also, like I say, we could just improvise away and jam away.
And this is the first sighting of the mythological Westbourne Terrace demos that you and Wally made with your Reeboks. Yeah. I mean, scene 1, Good Mr. Square, she was tall, she was high, in the square, rain, cries. Those are all from that Westbourne Terrace session. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, Wally's room was right next door to my room, and so some nights I'd be in bed and I'd hear, because we worked with earphones because there was a lot of people in the building. In the communal flat, and Wally would be sort of singing the harmony at the top of his voice, and all you wouldn't hear any music. It was kind of weird. So, they go on through the night like, what's going on?
Like bloody Foggle. He's got the loudest voice in the world. I mean, I've been hit up. I mean, the last 30 years, I must have had people at every show asking me about those demos, because you didn't know you still had them until about 2 years ago.
We found them in an old tea chest.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And then I really like the second disc, because there's all sorts of weird and wonderful shit on the second disc. It's interesting.
Hang on.
Monster Club.
Monster Club.
I love that. Brilliant. Do you remember that?
Oh.
The movie with...
Remember where the filming was? We had a great time. Because Vincent Price, on the first day, we got to, obviously I have to do this one scene with him, my only scene with Vincent Price. And he said, haven't you guys got kids? And we said, yeah, we've got loads of them. So he said, bring them tomorrow. So we took all our children, and they were put on the cameras, and it was great. He said, no, bring them, bring your kids.
And Tolson's got that towel wrapped around his
head. we did a run, they said we want to do a run through. And that's what they told us. So we went out, he's washed his hair, he's got the towel around his head like some sort of Arab. And we did the run through, and then we came back, what we thought was going to be the actual take. And he came back without the towel and said, where's the towel? And he said, what do you mean? They said, we filmed it already with the towel. So he had to put the towel around his head again.
I think we're the only people in that film who had no makeup on.
And the most frightening.
Yeah.
And we got some, I mean, when we did, we took 18 years making Rage Before Beauty. But we've got Holding On to Love, which, remember, we held it back. We thought it was a bit...
Well, we were holding on to it, weren't we?
It was a bit AOR, it was a bit Journey, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but I tell you what, it's a great vocal. And that, people are going to be surprised to hear what you were singing on that. It's a real big, thumping vocal on that.
What's so great is it takes 20 minutes to get to the vocal.
I know, there's a bit of 80s skullduggery on the way. And those bits and pieces... Like Can't Judge a Book and Chain of Fools, you did that. That's the stuff you did in Chicago.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Chain of Fools is on there.
Yeah.
With the Southside Sisters.
Yeah. Exactly.
They were so great because I was in a booth with my headphones on. And they were in another booth. These three black chicks, and they came in, and one among them, her big handbag on the microphone. They were going and carried their handbags with them, and then there was a break after the first take, the first pass. And I could hear what they were saying, and they were saying, wow, that white boy sure can sing. Which is a great compliment. They couldn't see me, but they could just hear me. It was great.
Oh,
Southside Sisters, great fun.
Yeah. It's interesting because we've got some outtakes from Balboa as well. The Hoochie Coochie and the All Over Now Baby Blue, the Dylan cover.
Yeah.
I've always liked
That's the first time I'd ever sung it, that time we put it down. I mean, you brought it up. You suggested it, we did it, and I'd never sung it before. It's quite a tricky little...
It's very tricky.
Yeah.
Because it's stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
It's just rolling like all the Dylan
But
things.
great, I mean, I'm glad we got...
And I'm glad we got Helter Skelter.
Oh yeah.
Because that's got a real vibe to it.
And then we got a Hoochie Coochie. Has that still got my dodgy note in it?
Yeah.
Oh good.
Yeah, I mean...
Good to have a dodgy note there,
It's a real Dick Taylor solo.
I mean, even Dick Taylor can make mistakes. It's a gift for young budding guitarists to know that even after 50 years you can still screw up. Actually 38 years.
38. And the acetate's got, what we got in the acetate? The defecting grey, the IBC defecting grey with the drop guitar. And you got Don't Bring Me Down Like I Never Say, which are like rehearsal demos or something. They're really good. The sound isn't great, but the vibe is monstrous.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. I mean...
They were done in with Bill Foley, weren't they, I think?
I don't know.
I presume so, because that's where we did everything in those days.
What, Regent Sound?
Regent Sound,
I'm going to do a bit of R&D here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Philip DeBarge. There's a couple of Philip DeBarge things.
Oh, yeah.
Eagle's Son, which you also did on Banana, Electric
Banana, yeah.
And then a couple of things. There's You Might Even Say, which is the first thing, which I really like.
I like that song, yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
And I don't, those really haven't seen...
Quite a nice riff to it too.
Yeah. Really kicks out. So, there you are, boys. There's a life, you know, a life in art and music, in blood, sweat, and tears.
And Snapper have done it again.
Yeah.